is the next morning, and this is my face from the skincare I did and the facial jade roller that I did last night. There's some eye boogers in there. So I'm gonna get ready to clean my face and put on some makeup because I'm getting ready to go to work today. Before I get started, I'm gonna brush my teeth. I use Burt's Bees Charcoal Plus Lightening Fluoride Free toothpaste. You get this from Walmart. You can also order it online, but it is a, let me show you here, charcoal colored toothpaste. Now I'm gonna clean my face. So I'm using Young Living. This is the Orange Blossom Facial Wash. So I told you from my nighttime routine that I do things differently, and I do. So today I'm gonna wash my face with this. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand, and it's like a clear gel. Get a little bit of water, and then work that into my hands, and I'm just gonna start rubbing it onto my face. And I like Young Living products because they are very gentle on your skin, and they have pure ingredients. You don't have to use this, it's just my specific skincare routine. And I also, remember I told you I also use the Burt's Bees. I usually do those wipes at night, and then in the morning I actually wash my face. Sometimes I do a peppermint scrub that Young Living has, but I'm not gonna do that today. Maybe that'll be another video. So just make sure you rub your face really good. Try to get that neck area. And then this won't be in the video, but I'm gonna hop over, take some water, and I do it as cold as I can stand it and just splash it on my face, and then I take my towel and pat my face dry. Okay, so I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I've rinsed it with some cool water, and I'll just take my towel and I'll pat it dry. You don't want to rub because that irritates your skin, so just pat dry. Alright, now that I have a clean face to start out with, I'll get ready to put on my makeup. Sometimes I do the toner, but today I'm gonna opt out and not do the toner. So I'm gonna actually go ahead with my moisturizer. And I get this from Walmart. It's Panoxyl Oil Control Moisturizer. It has an SPF of 30 in there, and it's oil free. It absorbs the excess oil in your skin, because my face gets oily, but it can get dry in the winter time around my nose and this little area right here and around my mouth and chin. So the Clinique moisturizer that I use at night will help a lot with that. I'm just going to rub this moisturizer all over my face and get it prepped for some makeup. Okay, there we go. Okay, now that my face is prepped for my makeup, I use a Younique foundation brush. I don't know what this particular one is called. Oh, here it is. It's the Kabuki brush. This one's really good. And so I'm going to use a combination of liquid foundation. I use Clinique, Even Better. And I add a couple drops of Younique. This is the Mineral Touch foundation. First, I'm going to spray my brush with this Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1. This helps my makeup go on a little smoother. So I'm gonna do about 2 dots of the Clinique, and then I'm gonna just use a little dropper, tiny dropper of the Younique. So Clinique and Younique, I mix those. Put a little bit extra on there. Sometimes that gets around that top ring and I just want to wipe that off. And then I'm gonna take my makeup and then just start applying it onto my face, getting that all over. And I'm going to circular smooth it. I just go in circles until you get that liquid makeup distributed evenly all over your face. And I know there are hundreds of tutorials, probably even thousands of makeup tutorials out there, and there's all those people that are selling makeup and they do the tutorials. But I've been a fan favorite of Clinique makeup for years, and then the last few years I've been using Younique. I really like it, but I'm still a fan favorite of Clinique. And a lot of people have different products that they like to use, and those are just my favorites. Okay, I'm going to make sure I get that evenly all over my skin. You have to make sure you blend it really good or you're going to have a cakey look. So blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. And notice you can still see my eye bags. Those things won't ever go away because I'm not going to go to the dermatologist and get fillers. And I'm going to do my concealer on top of my foundation. I use different ones, but I've been using this Cover FX Power Play Concealer, and it is, the color is Polite 1. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. There we go. You have to go with a shade that is lighter than your makeup, and this looks really light, but I'm going to take and dot it. Starting at my nose and under my eye area like this. Put a couple of dots here, one above my lip, one here, or two on the chin. And then I'm gonna go over and get my brush and we're gonna blend it. Okay, this is a little blender brush that I use. No particular brand, I don't remember where I got it from. So I'm gonna start pulling this down underneath my eye area. And then I'm gonna pull this up a little. I'm gonna get this where you can see it. Sometimes it's hard to get your foundation right over your eyebrow area. So we have to be careful there. But this just kind of helps cover up those dark areas. I have the dark area right here in the corner of my eye. And I'm looking over at the other mirror because it's hard to see it on my phone. Just blend this, and then a little on my nose. That looks like a lot, but I'm actually going to take my sponge and sponge this once I get it spread out a little. And I want to put a little under my eye area too. And I'm not focusing on this right here. I'm not putting it directly on there. I'm just going to blend it with my brush. Now, let me get my blender. I use this little sponge blender, and I'm also going to take the Hangover, and I'm going to spray it on there, and then I'm going to tap. Tap, 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 tap. So you're just going to tap until you get that concealer that's over top of your foundation distributed and blended into your skin. There are some areas you have to be careful that it's not too cakey, so you're gonna tap, 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 tap. And notice I haven't put anything directly onto my eyelids yet. I'll show you what I'll do with that. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, I have a little bit of the product on this from tapping, so I'm gonna take that and then push it into my eyelid area. And this helps give my eye a little bit of concealer. tap, tap, tap. I have a mirror over here that I have to look into to make sure that I've got it kind of blended a little. Okay, I'm going to take this same hangover primer, stir my ring finger and get some on there, and then I'm going to tap, 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 tap under my eye area. This helps keep those creases in place, and it works wonderfully. If you remember from last night's video, I showed you my end of the night makeup face. I didn't have any creases from the day. So just get some more on there and tap, tap, tap. And you're gonna tap it until it kind of dries. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm just putting this on my under eye area to help with those creases and help kind of set it underneath there. Okay. I know you're thinking, my gosh, that's a lot of stuff to have to do, but yep. If you want to look pretty, you do what you gotta do. Now I'm going to do a quick blend with the foundation brush. It just has some excess foundation on there. And this just kind of helps even out my skin. Go into the neck area and just blend. Blend, blend, blend. Alright. I don't always use powder. They experts, whoever. A lot of people tell you to put your powder on to set it, but I'm not going to do powder today. I'm just going to go without the powder. And next, I'm going to put my eyeshadow on. I use the Morph, I guess that's how you say it, palette. I got this from Ulta. And I'm going to use this color right here as my base. Put some on my brush, and I have a little eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to start applying that all over my eyelid, from all the way up to where my eyebrows are, down on top of my eyelid. And I'm just going to blend that evenly. And blending is a thing you need to be careful with. You want to get it in there really good. And I'll do the other eye. Blend really good. Pull that down on top of your eyelid. And I'm going to look over here every now and then because my light is better, and make sure that I've got it blended. Then what I do is I take and just dip the side into that same color so that I'm getting it on the side like that. And I'm going to put it on my lid. Voila! See the difference? Do the same thing over here. And because my eyelids are hooded, I'm getting older, starting to get wrinkles, and my skin is losing its elasticity due to age. I have to stretch my eye out a little bit so that I can blend it evenly on there. Get this side a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Now, next I'm going to do my eyeliner. And I'm not going to look directly at the camera because I need to look over here so that I can see what I'm doing. But this is a Younique, Younique eyeliner. I've used Avon eyeliner for years, and then I started using the Younique. So I'm going to line, and I go ahead and line my eyes before I put any more eyeshadow color on there. I just like the way it looks. I know people tell you to do your eyeshadow first before you put your liner on last, but and sometimes I change it up. I change my mind a lot. I don't do the same routine all the time. I don't use the same colors in eyeshadow. I do them differently. Okay. Here's the eyeliner. I'm not going to put any eyeliner underneath my eyes today because I want to play up my eyes so that I can get the focus off of these under eye bags. Okay, after my eyeliner is on, I'm going to go in and put some color on the outside corner of my eye, and I'm just using a eyeshadow brush it's flat, as you can see. It has a little bit of poof to it, but and I'm going to choose let's see, this color today. Oops, right here. I'm going to put a little on there. And then I'm going to come into the corner and do like a sideways V. And then kind of build that up a little right there. And I'll do the same thing with the other side. Do like a sideways V. And then build that side up. And my eyes are so different on each side, so I have to do a different. It's easier to, what I'm trying to say is, it's easier to put it on my left eye than it is my right because of the shape. They're just different. It's weird. And I'm sure everybody has that same issue with their eyes. If you don't, you're lucky. I guess if you're younger and you have young skin that's not stretchy and losing its elasticity like mine is, then you probably don't have that problem yet, but you will, rest assured. Okay, next I'm going to take a little blender brush, and this is just a little bit longer and poofier than my eyeshadow one, and I'm just going to blend, because I don't want that to stay dark. Blending, see the difference? This is dark, this is blended. You want to make sure you blend that. It just helps you look better. You don't want to go around with a splotchy dark spot on your eye. And I might have to get a little bit more eyeshadow on this side so that it looks a little better. And then blend with that. So blend. You can work it upward, however you want to do it. I'm just blending it. Take my other eyeshadow brush that still has a little bit of product on it. Smooth out the top so that there aren't any traces of that eyeshadow up there. Sometimes I'll take my foundation brush and run it up the corner to get off that color. Because I still have a little concealer on there, remember? Alright, now, see my hooded eyes? Next I'm going to do my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I've been using an e.l.f. pomade. It's a dark brown color. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I can't find it anymore. It's called Espresso in the e.l.f. I got it from Target, but they don't have it. I'm almost out of that, so I went to Walmart and I'm trying this Milani. I don't know if you can see that. It's Milani and it's a dark brown number 505. And I have a little spoolie brush. So first I take and brush through my brows. And then the other side of it has this little tip, and it came with the eyebrow stuff. So I'm gonna get a little bit of that color on there, and then I'm just gonna sweep that through. And you have to be careful. Stay on your eyebrows. I know a lot of ladies, girls, are doing this thicker brow liner now. I don't like that. I like mine to stay thinner looking because I get them threaded about once a month. And I like the threading better than I like hot wax. I just think it makes them look better. So I sit through a torturing few minutes to get my eyebrows threaded. My cousin said one time, if I can have 5 babies, I can sit through a few minutes of eyebrow threading. And I thought, I had 2, so let's try it. So I suffer, but I like the way it looks. It just looks nice and clean and even. And they're Indian people, so they take their time to make sure your eyebrows are even. And then once I get there, it looks really dark, but I'm going to take my spoolie and run through it again, brush it. This just helps even my color so that it doesn't look so dark. And I'll show you here in just a second. Alright, see that? It looks really dark right now looking at it, but it won't once I work with it and blend it out a little. Sometimes I don't put as much. Today I just went a little darker because I'm trying to play up my eyes and get the focus off these eye bags. Alright. Okay, next I use a Younique Mood Struck Epic. There you go. And this is like an eyeshadow, or not eyeshadow, eyebrow, eyelash primer. I can't even talk today. And this is a white color, so when you put it on, you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's white, but it's all good because you're gonna take your black and you're gonna go over it. See that? I'm gonna do the other side. See that? Whew. This helps push your eyelashes up and make them look longer than they are, because I have really short eyelashes and I don't do well with those false eyelashes. They just don't work. I can't stand that on my eyes. I haven't had any that I've tried that I like to wear, so I don't put them on there. And I had been using a Mood Struck mascara, but here lately I like this one. It's Essence Lash Princess in the black, and it says it has a false lash effect. I need to get me some more because I've had this for a couple months, and you're only supposed to keep your mascara for 2 or 3 months. So I'm gonna take and brush upward over that primer until I see that that white color primer has blended in, and now it's black. Okay. And I take the tip, pull that excess off, and I go in that corner right there, and that helps. You gotta get that corner, that helps lift it. And for the bottom, I'm just gonna lightly brush over my bottom lashes, just so that it looks like I have a little color. See that? And now it's playing up my eye area and pulling away from that eye bag shadow crease that I hate underneath. If you guys know of anything that helps with this, let me know, but really there is nothing. Unless you go to the dermatologist, like my daughter recommended, and get fillers. And I'm not willing to pay to keep that up, so I'll just age gracefully with what I look like. I'll go with the flow here. Gonna do the other eye, get my mascara on there, and use that tip to get in that corner really good to play up that eyelash. It just pushes it up a little. There we go. See that? And then, whoops, look what it did. I got some black on there. Take my finger and dip it in there. Let it work out. I know that sounds picky, but it's right there. I'm kind of cleaning that out with some shadow. There we go. Now I'm going to do that bottom lash. Just lightly brush enough to separate those bottom lashes so that it looks like I have a little bit of color on there. And if you have to go back to the other side and put a little more on there to even it out, you can do that too. I'm just not gonna put any under eyeliner on there today. Alright. Next I'm going to use this Tarte. It's like a bronzer blush. And it's a brownish color. So I'm going to use a slanted, it's a Firma. I don't know where I got it from. Angled blush brush. So I'm going to focus on this bone area right here, and I'm going to swipe that under there. Do both sides. And then I'm going to take this fat blush brush and blend it upward. And remember, blending is the key. You don't want to leave dark spots on there. You want to blend it in. I don't like my blush color to be real heavy. And then I take and put a little under here because this helps with that shadow crease, and it can help you underplay the double chin, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So that it doesn't show up as much. And I might put a little bit on my nose and a little bit up here. Kind of helps even out the look. Alright, I'm trying a new lipstick today. I got a Milani brand from Walmart, but I'm going to mix two colors. Okay, this is the Milani makeup, and it is matte naked. I'm gonna this is my newest one that I'm trying. It's just a light matte color. It's not real dark, but I like mine a little on the mauve brown side. And then this is a Revlon, and it is, what is that color? Smoky Rose. Whoop. There we go. So I'm going to put this over top of this Milani Matte Naked to give it a little darker color. So I mix foundations and I mix lipsticks. There we go. That looks good. Alright, and you can also take the Hangover facial primer if you want. I don't always do this. And give it a couple mists. It helps to set your makeup. Voila.